Hey guys, Ed here, bringing you part 13 of What If Deku went to the Dragon Ball Universe. Before I get into it, I want to say the reason why I'm doing this is because originally I wanted to do a double upload this week. And due to work, yet again, called me in on my day off. Yeah, it's kind of being a pain in the ass. So I don't know if I'm able to do both, but I will try. That said, let's get into it.
Fearless.
Last time on What If Deku went to the Dragon Ball Universe. As soon as Izuku entered Class 1A, Kirishina called him over. And everyone, hearing the name, looked at Izuku, putting him in the spotlight. But he was saved by the teacher. Aizawa would say, "Students, stop wasting my time, and put these on, and meet me outside, before I expel you on the spot." Sheesh, who pissed on the teacher's coffee? What will the students do? Well, let's find out. Everybody was silently staring at Izuku, while the teacher was annoyed. Aizawa would say, "Do I have to repeat myself? I said, put these on and meet me outside." Ito would say, "But Sensei, I have one question. Is he Izuku Midoriya, the same one that they were talking on the news?" Aizawa would say, "This is important. Why exactly?" Ito would say, "All I'm saying is that why would he be here even though he is the strongest? Couldn't he just get his hero license and go on patrol?" Aizawa would say, "I don't know. Why don't you ask him instead of asking me?" Ito looked at Izuku. Izuku would say, "I received a lot of offers, starting here in Japan and ending with the rest of the world. And to be honest, if I didn't pick any of them, they won't stop. So I came here in the end." Kirishima would say, "Izu bro, doesn't Nejire come to this school?" Izuku annoyed would say, "Yes, Kirishima. But I don't think they needed to know that." Aizawa would say, "So like I said, put these on and meet me outside. I'm not going to repeat myself." The students ended up going and doing as they were told. In the boys' locker room, everybody was staring at Izuku as he was getting the sports uniform on, while he was having his weight clothing. And someone walked up to him. Todoroki would say, "So, you claim to be the strongest in the world?" Izuku would say, "I mean, people just gave me the title. What is it to you?" Todoroki would say, "I want to fight you, and prove that I'm stronger than a certain someone." Izuku would say, "Do you have a superiority complex or daddy issues? If that's the case, don't even bother." Kachan also had a superiority complex, and now look at him. Katsuki would say, "Shut up, Izuku. I'll catch up to you." Izuku would say, "Whatever you say, Kachan." Todoroki would say, "Where's the proof? Who can say that you are as strong as you are? And if so, why don't you do something about villains?" Izuku would say, "You think I'm not doing anything about villains? I have Nappa deal with villains all over the world by himself, because he does things differently, while I live my life by the teachings of my master. When you have no quirk, all you can do is work hard for your strength. And even then, they won't matter, because there will always be someone stronger than you. So all you can do is train and do your best." Gojo would say, "So you learn martial arts? What kind of style do you use?" Izuku would say, "The Kame style." Ojiro would say, I never heard of it. Izuku would say, of course not. It was in a different universe for 16 years, and ever since I studied under my master, he said he remembers these words. Move well, learn well, play well, eat well, and rest well. Enjoy life merrily and to the fullest. That's the Kame style. Todoroki would say, you say that you're quirkless, but you're the strongest in the world. Isn't that being a hypocrite? Izuku would say, everyone that knew me, starting from my mother to the doctor to Kachan and my classmates back in primary school, they know for a fact that I'm quirkless. So no, I'm not going to become a hero just because the world expects me to. I'll do it for the people that want to become heroes, but they are powerless. I'll help them understand that they just need to push harder than anyone else to become strong. But once they do, they'll see the shocked face of those around them. Todoroki would say, you say that, but you have a tail. I don't see how you would grow a tail without having a quirk. Izuku would say, trust me. Someone decided for me to be something else, when I specifically said not to because it would have been overkill. So, when I see him, he will feel my wrath. Todoroki looked away in annoyance. Izuku would say, half and half. Here, earlier you said you wanted proof of my strength. Here, catch. Izuku threw one of his wristbands to Todoroki for him to catch, but it slipped out of his hand and fell to the ground, making a small crater. While Todoroki tried his best to lift it, but he couldn't. Katsuki tried, and he was able to lift it with both hands while struggling to bring it to Izuku. Izuku would say, see, half and half? I'll tell you straight. You, just like 99.9% of Earth's population, doesn't compare to my strength when I was 20 years old. And, just to put it simply, All Might had no chance of winning against me when I was 15. Kaminari would say, but aren't you 15? Deku would say, according to my birthday, yes. But I was 24 when I returned here, making me 12. So I should technically be 27 years old. But I look like I'm 15. Me and Goku saved the world, well, that world twice, while looking for a way to return here. Kirishima would say, so wait, you mean there was one other time you saved the Earth with Goku before? Izuku would say, yeah, we were looking for the Dragon Balls 18 years ago after the 21st martial arts tournament in age 750. That year was when I met Neji and Shinobu. So anyways, there was the Red Ribbon Army that was also collecting the Dragon Balls. And they wanted world domination. But me and Goku kind of took care of them, including my father. Oh no. Oh no. Now I see why. Kyushin would say, bro, I'm confused. What do you see? Izuku would say, the androids that Future Bull was talking about. I completely forgot about that. I wonder if they managed to defeat them. Kirishima would say, I still don't see it. Izuku would say, those androids were after me and Goku because we followed their plans of world domination. Kirishima would say, why didn't you guys wish us back then? Izuku would say, well, Upa's father died, so we had to revive him because It was the right thing to do. But looking back on that situation, Shenron would probably had said that it was beyond his power or something. Everyone else looked in confusion at the two. Izuku would say, "Well, I guess I'll see you guys outside." Izuku vanished in midair, making the others wonder if he ever walked out the door. On the girls' side, not much happens, only gossip about Izuku and who should try to get in his pants. After a while longer, everyone was outside and Aizawa gave Izuku the ball. Aizawa would say, "Okay, let's see how far can the strongest person on Earth throw the ball." Izuku would say, "Weights on or weights off?" Aizawa would say, "Whatever floats your boat." Izuku would ask, "Do you need the ball back?" Aizawa would say, "Not really." Izuku prepared to throw the ball and launched into infinity and beyond, showing his score as infinity. And Kirishima threw the ball, getting the same result. And before Aizawa could speak up, Neji appeared with a big belly. Neji would say, "Hey Zuzu, why are you purposely holding back?" Izuku would say, "Hey Nejire, what are you doing here?" Neji would say, "I was on my way to Recovery Girl to check on the baby. It hurts so much. Next time I see Bulma and Chi-Chi, I'll ask them on how they managed to carry Saiyans in them and still be a badass." Izuku would say, "Nejire, calm down." Neji would say, "Sensei, give him another ball. And Zuzu, put your back into it." Izuku sighed. Aizawa gave another ball to Izuku, and Izuku powered up to Kaioken times 10, and sent the ball flying as a crater formed under Izuku's feet. Izuku would say, "Nejire, are you happy?" Nejire, satisfied, she would say, "Yep, now I am. See you during lunch." Everybody was left speechless. Meanwhile, elsewhere in deep space, a spaceship was cruising and got hit by something. A random crewman would say, "Sir, we've been hit by a spherical object and it destroyed the entire left wing." The captain would say, "Tell me something I don't know. Like, where did it come from?" The random crew would say, I don't know, sir. We're trying to find out." The captain would say, "And stop standing around here and do something, or I'll have your head on a platter." Meanwhile, back on Earth, Nejire went to Recovery Girl's office and everybody had their turn. They were disappointed in their own strength. We time skip to the heroes versus villains. Izuku and Kirishima refused to participate because they would have come out victorious. The other events will pan out as per normal, with the alarm in the cafeteria going off, but Izuku defused the situation while having people asking him questions. And that made Class 1A students simply feel insignificant compared to Izuku or Kirishima. And when the class rep was chosen, they obviously chose Izuku and Kirishima, since they're the strongest in the class. We skip over to the bus ride towards the USJ. The other students try to get more information from Izuku and Kirishima. Mina would say, "So, Izuku, Kirishima, what was that Earth like?" Izuku and Kirishima stared at her for a while. Mina would say, "Hey, stop staring at me like that." Izuku would say, "Sorry, can't help it. You kinda reminded me of aliens that try to kill us." Kirishima would say, "I think it was one of Frieza's soldiers." Izuku would say, "Nah, I think it could be related to Ginyu." Kirishima would say, a female version of Frieza? Izuku would say, hell no! Why would you give me that image in my head? Besides, Frieza looks more like a lizard. Kirishima would say, you're right, sorry. Izuku thinking, he would say, I think Goku said something about Yardratians being pink or purple. I don't remember. Mina would say, could you not? I kinda feel offended here. Izuku would say, sorry about that, it's our PTSD talking. Momo would say, so you also can have PTSD. Izuku would say, I mean, who wouldn't? Especially going through what we did. Most, if not all of you, would just hang your hero careers and probably become farmers. Mo would say, I don't get it. Kirishima would say, yeah, I mean, Izuku and I died once already, and some of our friends died twice. We saw a city be nuked, a planet nearly exploded, lava coming out of the ground. Am I missing anything? Izuku would continue. He would say, power-hungry psychopathic scientists, a space emperor, a gaping hole in the chest, aliens, and that about does it, I think. How would you guys handle that? Mineta would say, I'm your best friend, right? I would never wrong you, so please trade me. Kamina would say, I believe that all of us could learn a thing or two from you. Aizawa would say, yeah, I agree. Especially the tech you brought with you. Revolutionary. Izuku would say, just like I said, Sensei, I didn't make them. My big sis Bulma did. And she wanted me to not worry about money, that's all. I learned a thing or two, but I'm nothing compared to her. As I would say, well, I guess so. But in any case, we're here. The students got off from the bus and they entered the building, and they were met with Hero 13. 13 would say, welcome students, and welcome to you, Izuku Midoriya. It's a pleasure seeing you again. Izuku would say, likewise. I hope you guys had no trouble with the spaceship. 13 would say, on the contrary. We went to Mars and back in only 4 days. But, in any case, back to the lesson at hand. This is the Unforeseen Simulation Joint, or USJ for short. Here you will experience natural disaster, floods, earthquakes, and landslides. Izuku would say, no offense, Hero 13, but I think you should have also had a planet blowing up, alien invasions as well. 13 would say, we would have added that too, but we never experienced it. Izuku would say, sorry, I'm a bit paranoid since we were talking about space travel. As the conversation went on with Hero 13 explaining the fundamentals of rescuing, Izuku sensed multiple presents. Izuku would say, Hero 13, sorry if I interrupt, but I have to ask, do you guys hire fake villains, or are we under attack? 13 was confused, and a portal opened up in the center of the plaza, revealing a hand-covered villain, alongside a bird-like creature, and a man with a prosthetic arm. Kurogiri appearing in front of Class 1A, he would say, we are the League of Villains. We intruded this haven of justice to bring an end to All Might. Or, that's what I would have said. But, I would say, that is too small of a goal. Instead, on behalf of the Red Ribbon Army, we shall kill Izuku Midoriya. We won't try to stop you if you try to run. You can get all the backup you want. But if your strongest falls, we win. Kurogiri teleported away, leaving the heroes a moment of breather. Kirishima would say, shit, How do they follow us here? Izuku would say, I'm assuming they're native here, but that's not the main issue. Kirishima, do you have a senzu beans on you? Because I don't. Kirishima would say, I didn't think we needed them? Izuku would say, that's not important now. Keep them safe and take care of the small fry. They'll probably get in the way. Izuku took off his gym uniform, revealing his gi, and having his tail wrapped around his waist. Aizawa would say, we can help. Izuku would say, no you can't. Small fries? Yeah, maybe. But those two big guys, there's no chance whatsoever. Here, take my phone and get in contact with Nappa. He's the best option. Aizawa would say, do you think you can win? Izuku would say, I don't know. But to be honest, I kind of feel excited. My blood is boiling. But whatever happens, get away from here. Izuku flew to the middle of the plaza, and the cyborg spoke up. The cyborg would say, if it isn't the hopeless, quirkless, powerless little Izuku. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Why don't you come here so I could give you a hug, my dear son? Whoa. Hold on there, folks. The Red Ribbon Army has returned? Will Izuku be able to defeat his father? Or will he be defeated? Find out in the next part of My Hero Ball Z. To be continued. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more. Turn on the bell notification to be updated so you never miss a video. That said, peace out.